Welcome in, guys. No one to blame. Joined by Kevin 3E2, my co-host Kevin. Follow him on Twitter, guys. Kevin, say what's up to the people.
How's it going? Thursday night football going on tonight. A little preseason action.
Football is back, baby. Football is back. Speaking of, No One to Blame is brought to you by Kayak Pools. Kayak is the hassle-free pool experience that empowers customers to turn their own backyard into a fun and relaxing destination. Kayak Pools. We're also brought to you by our new sponsor here, BetUS.com. Listen up, sports bettors. Your favorite sports book, BetUS.com, is back for our 30th year of sports action. They are offering the industry's leading sign-up bonus of up to 125%, which is tremendous. BetUS offers lines on all your favorite sports, including live action and the chance to build your own props. That's right. If you're looking for live in-game betting, incredible props, daily odds boosters, a top-tier race book, looking at you, Slot Baffert, and an unbeatable casino experience, look no further. They've got it all. Don't forget about their fast payouts and exceptional one-on-one customer service. Sign up now, betus.com. Make sure you use promo code DUE, D-U-E, guys. Promo code DUE to get their amazing sign-up bonus. Their account managers are available 24/7 to help you get started. The best action, BetUS.com. Reach them at 1-800-792-3887. That's 1-800-79-BET-US. BetUS, America's favorite sports book. Let's go. Let's go.
Yep.
New sponsors.
Promo code DUE.
We like to see it.
Yep.
Promo
Hit
code
that
DUE.
DUE
I believe,
promo code.
if you're on YouTube, I believe it's in our show link right now. Go click that link, guys. Check out BetUS. Sportsbook is amazing. Kev, what's going on, dude? Talk to me, Goose.
How's it going? Thursday night, like we said, we got some football going on. Carolina, a little preseason action. Carolina at New England. New England -6. 35 on the over-under.
New England was -6?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Tom Brady.
Preseason,
Tom
baby.
Brady in the house. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, 35 over-under. We're into the third quarter right now. 7-0. Oh, unders hitting in a preseason game. Imagine that.
Preseason unders. Smash. Love it. What else we got?
We've got Detroit at the Giants. Giants -4. 35.5 on the over-under on that. That one is 14-3 in the third quarter.
Okay.
Giants up.
So I think everyone was on the under in that first game. The first preseason game of the season, they actually got bet down to 30. I think it was like a 5-point swing from open to close. At that point, probably take the over because that's an insane swing. I think it ended up finishing at 31 or 34 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the over came in. But guys, preseason unders. I mean, if you could name me, a full roster of these preseason guys, I'll give you $100 cash. I mean, we don't know who's playing here. I think is Bryce Young playing?
Nope. They showed the starting defense for the Panthers. Did not. Yep, not a single player of name that popped out to me. So, yeah,
I love it. There's my boy Slot Baffert. Giddy up!
Yeah.
You want to talk about a horse racing degen right there, my buddy Slot.
I got a couple of them. Bub, Jamie. If you're out there, they might be there right now.
They're probably at the track, man, right now.
Yep.
So how about catch us up on some news and notes, Kev? What's going on in the NFL?
Not a whole lot today. Nick Foles retirement. Little note there. A little Philly special. Philly. He's a Philly god, man. He'll walk around that town for the rest of his life.
Man, my wife
not paying for a drink.
My wife, my mother-in-law is from South Philly, so she's diehard Eagles. My wife is diehard Flyers. I got her into Bills Mafia, but
converted.
My mother-in-law, I'm sure they're saddened to hear about this news right now.
Yep. So he was drafted by the Rams originally. So
is that right?
Yeah. He was actually right after a little bit after Fitzpatrick. Ryan Fitzpatrick was drafted by the Rams too. Then they all kind of left and went from there.
I almost just said, I think we know who won that draft. And I remember that Big Dick Nick won a Super Bowl. So we'll move on. What else is going on?
Yep. Ayuk trade. It gets a little more cloudy as it goes on. Initially,
Right now, Kev, who's even there that's trying to trade for him? Because I've heard a whole slew of teams. I don't know who's in, who's out.
Patriots dropped out. Apparently,
Good.
San Fran had the trade compensation with them, but I guess the salary Ayuk was trying to negotiate didn't work out, so they dropped out. Cleveland kind
of who are they paying that can't afford them?
Yeah, I don't know. Cleveland is kind of backed out. Not
That's
sure
interesting
why.
because that would have been you would have had Amari Cooper, Ayuk. They
Jerry
drafted this kid. They drafted I think his name is Ryan Florney, maybe, and then like you said, Jerry Jeudy. I mean, that would have been a nice fit. It had to have been a financials if I had to guess, right?
Yeah, I would assume San Fran. I don't think they're not just going to give him away. Apparently, the rumor is they're asking for 2 1s.
What?
Which I can't see anybody really getting on board with. So I'm sure they'll come off of that. It's going to be it's either going to be Pittsburgh or he's going to be back with the Niners this year.
Hey, our boy Tommy here is asking about that CeeDee Lamb drama in Dallas. So let's break in real quick.
I'm assuming he's just referring to the normal Dallas Cowboy contract drama that goes on every year because they wait to sign their own guys.
Tommy, this is par for the course, my dude. This is what they do every year.
Jerry thinks he's gonna.
Kevin knows it.
Yeah, Jerry thinks he's like gonna slide in and get somebody on the cheap every time, and it just you got to get them guys early, or the price is just going to go up every year. Everybody does.
Yeah, I mean, look what happened at the wide receiver market this offseason. It was insane.
Oh, all it takes is one mid-range guy to blow the top off the market. So
that's right. That's right. I cut you off though. Let's round out this Ayuk talk. So it sounds like it's down to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, like I said, I think it's either Pittsburgh or he's in San Fran. Pittsburgh, that would be a weird move, like historically for Pittsburgh. They typically draft them wideouts. They get rid of them before they go, Antonio Brown, Deontay Johnson. Who's the Bills guy now? Claypool. They tend to draft these guys
Bills guy.
And get rid of them.
Don't associate us with him.
Hey, is he going to make the cut? Claypool
Don't associate
going
us
to make
with him.
the cut?
Hey,
he's on the roster later. Right now. Yeah. So that would be weird for Pittsburgh to try.
How does that
trade
George Pickens stock? I mean, George Pickens stock's going down at that point, right?
I would think so. He's still going to get his, but I would think he would drop a little. Debo's is going to go up.
Debo stock, Ricky Pearsall. I think there's a guy's last name's Cowser. I believe they still have Juwan Jennings, George Kittle. I mean, what's the depth chart in San Fran looking like?
Jacob Cowing.
There
you got Debo.
So deep cuts only.
Ricky Pearsall, Jacob Cowing. Yep.
Got it.
Jacob Cowing, Juwan Jennings, Ronnie Bell. He might not make the roster.
I love it. What else you got? CMC calf injury? Any news to update there?
No, not really. He says he's out a few weeks. I think they're just taking it easy on him. He'll be fine. If you were going to draft him in fantasy leagues, you're probably still going to draft him. If you're out on him, you're still going to be out on him. I think they're just taking it easy with him. So
yeah, I was listening today a fantasy show on Sirius. Great channel, by the way. If you guys have Sirius Radio, I know no free ads, but go check it out. Pretty sweet. They had CMC actually on, and he's still doing everything that he can. He's still working out. You guys know his workout mentality. If you liked him, like Kevin said, and you were thinking about taking him, I wouldn't be worried about this calf injury. Do what you were going to do regardless. Anyone else that we're worried about fantasy wise?
Christian Watson had a little contact to the knee today. I don't think anything serious.
Shocker.
Yeah. It's new year, new Watson injury, right?
That's it.
Yeah. Rashid Shaheed, hamstring, still out. I think he's been out since late last year.
Yeah. What else you got?
We got Mike Williams, another couple weeks with a knee. Feel like that's what he went through with the Chargers also. He seems to be a guy who's always banged up.
Now I think I don't want to say I'm in on Mike Williams, like I'm taking this guy earlier in the draft, but I don't mind Mike Williams at the end of a draft if he's sitting there. I mean, Rodgers has to throw it to someone else, right? So,
yeah.
If we got no other news and notes, Kev, so what we got for you guys tonight is a live mock draft. Kevin and I are going to be drafting from Sleeper. We're going to be doing a 12-team PPR. I think we got one flex position, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, tight end, quarterback. Pretty standard stuff here. We're not reinventing the wheel. We are drafting against the CPU, so we're drafting against the computer. If you guys are doing mock drafts, just be aware that the computer is probably drafting on rankings, especially on Sleeper. I prefer Fantasy Pros for my mock drafts. They get their rankings from about 100 different sports fantasy personalities. It seems to be a little more accurate. They're not just going to draft 5 wide receivers in a row because they're the best 5 players, which we've seen happen on Sleeper before. But, Kevin and I messed around a bunch, and we just like the Sleeper format better. Anything to add, Kev, before we go live into this?
No. Jesse's going to be picking 1. I'll be picking 12, and we'll have some conversations in between.
So the reason that I'm picking 1 is because it is easily my least favorite spot to draft in. I've been trying to challenge myself. If I have to draft 1, I'm not liking it. It just doesn't look good. I don't like CMC. I don't know. It's just a bad spot for me. I like the double ding. I like the double pick towards the end of the round 1. That's kind of what I like. All right. So we're going to be doing 10-minute picks on these guys. That doesn't mean we're going to be taking 10 minutes per pick. The computer picks like that. We'll keep up as much as we can, but it's going to give everyone a little bit of chance to see the board and just kind of see where we're at. Kevin, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Hit it.
All right. All right. Nephew the Crean on the clock. Let's go. All right. So CMC, nope. CeeDee Lamb, nope. I like Tyreek Hill here, PPR league, but I also love Bijan and Breece Hall. As you guys heard from last week's episode, I'm out on CMC, number 1 overall. So thinking about this, drafting 1-1, am I going to be able to get a bell cow running back all the way at the end of round number 2? Probably not. I like the wide receivers in the 2nd and 3rd round a little bit better than I do the running backs. So with that being said, I'm taking Bijan. Quickly after that, CeeDee Lamb goes, McCaffrey, Tyreek Hill, Justin Jefferson, St. Brown, Chase, Hall, Brown, all the usual suspects. All right, Kevin, this is where it gets interesting here. You got 2 picks in a row. Tell us your strategy. What do you like?
Well, my personal rankings don't line up at the top of this list. I'm not a Puka guy. I'm on Cooper this year, so I'm not taking Puka. You got Jonathan Taylor, Barkley. I like getting it. I like getting a running back with at least one of these picks. I probably prefer Saquon over Jonathan Taylor.
How come?
I just feel like he's on a new team, a little bit more of a proven offense. Anthony Richardson, he's still an unknown. He played well in the short time he was there last year, but
yeah,
still an unknown. So I think even though Saquon's had his injuries and that kind of stuff, I think I'll probably go Saquon. So we'll hit that. Now I've got a back-to-back pick here.
Pause.
What?
why not just take Taylor? Take them both.
Well, I'm contemplating that because
He's starting a draft with Barkley and Taylor. I mean, low.
Yeah, probably my next, Marvin Harrison rookie wideout right here. I'm not crazy about that.
And hey, listen, the upside is there. I think everyone in the world understands what the kind of upside this kid can have.
Yep.
This is essentially, another first round pick. Kind of, right? First pick, round 2. I'm just not going out on a limb on this pick. I'm trying to get foundational guys for my team.
Yeah. I'm up on Kyler Murray too, so that should go hand in hand. But again, like we talked about the other day, I'm a little bit old school still. I like my 2 good running backs. So yeah, I'm going Barkley and Taylor.
There you go.
And then I can basically I'm hitting the wideouts after this and hit me a couple running backs later on.
I love it. I mean, there goes your guy, Marvin Harrison next. Big wide receiver run there. So a bunch of teams in there double dipping. Josh Allen.
Your quarterback. Yep.
Oh, Josh Allen goes. And then how about this? Sam Laporta, first tight end off the board. Strong disagreement. We don't like that call. So this is where it gets tricky for me because.
Hey, real quick before you get going here. Ayuk, with all the talk, and he went, if he goes early like that in the second, I'd have to wait.
I'm not taking Ayuk in the second at all. Even if he stays in San Fran, I mean, he has way too many weapons there. The other thing we're doing here is if he goes to Pittsburgh, I mean, does that decrease his draft stock? I mean, who's throwing him the ball now? That offensive system, I don't know.
New offense. Yeah, new offense, new quarterback for him. Nope, down.
So I got my bell cow running back in Bijan. I love ETN here. Travis Kelce sitting there. I mean, hard not to take him. He's my tight end 1. Am I gonna get? Is
ETN your next ranked running back?
I believe ETN was, and then I like Henry. Pacheco I'm high on, but it's a little too rich. I mean, you can't pass up on some of these wide receivers here. I'm going to take Travis Kelce. If you're into the early quarterback, this is a great position to take your early quarterback, in my opinion. You could have went running back, wide receiver, running back, tight end, take your quarterback now. Josh Allen is the only guy that I'm probably going to take here. I'm going to wait for the later rounds. So wide receivers, love Mike Evans. Love Mike Evans here. I'm also Nico Collins is coming up my draft board. I know we did our rankings last week and it's only been a week, but
hey, you're coming over to my side. Yeah,
he's got that connection with Stroud. I think that's super important. Diggs is a little bitch. All of those 2 factors right there, I think are massive. I think there's some super good running backs left here. I don't think any of these wide receivers are winning me my league. I think that there's still plenty of meat on the bone coming back around.
The running back here. I like the running back here. Yep.
I do too. And it's PPR. I might get flamed on the Achane. I don't know how to say this fucking guy's name. I might get flamed on this. I might get flamed on this later in the year, but I'm not taking him here. I'm going to grab ETN. And I'm going to start, just like you, running back, but also tight end 1.
2 running backs in your first 3 picks. I'm almost doing that every time.
Yeah. I mean, you can see Team 7, Team 9 right now. They're loaded up on wide receivers. You have to take these mock drafts with a grain of salt, guys. Your home league is not going to be drafting like this. You have to know who you're drafting with. In our home league, Kincaid probably would have went already, right? So who do you like here? Talk us through, Kev.
Yeah, so I'm looking. I don't really like the tight. Yeah, I don't like the tight ends here. McBride, Andrews. I've got Kincaid ahead of both of them.
Yep.
So I'll probably wait a little bit longer on my tight end. Running back, I wouldn't go 3, but I'll wait on that. So basically, it's QB or wideout. Yeah, Lamar Jackson would be my pick at QB if I wanted to go QB this high.
Yeah, I don't like Lamar. I don't mind Lamar there. Yeah, I could see that.
But I'm gonna go. So my next ranked wide receiver is Michael Pittman. I got him ranked ahead of DJ Moore.
Me too, man. What's up with the DJ Moore hype? Because he had one season where Fields threw him the ball. Like, what about Odunze? What about Keenan Allen? Like, are people not talking about this? Or are they not seeing this?
I think they're, even if Caleb Williams plays well, there's a lot of options there. The ball, in theory, the ball should be kind of spread around. They do some stuff to try to get DJ Moore the ball a little more, but
yeah, but that's Fields throwing him the ball. I don't know. Like we talked about, man, are you going to go with someone who is more, has a better resume? DJ Moore is a great wide receiver, but just the unknowns there, the competition for targets, and then, this dude paints his fingernails throwing him the ball. I mean, these are all things you have to take into consideration here.
The painting the fingernails, I don't know how that's going over in the locker room.
They're saying that it adds a couple hundred RPM to the football as it spins. I don't know.
All right, enough. Big cat.
Wow.
All right, I've got. I'm gonna go, and believe it or not, my highest ranked wide receiver on my rankings we did originally on the first show is actually Cooper Kupp right here.
Oh, I was waiting for it, man. Hey, you got 2 picks here, man. You can grab 2.
Yeah, so I'm going 2 wide outs. I'm going Cooper Kupp here, and I have Pittman. I have Pittman ranked ahead of Metcalf, but I'm kind of maybe a little hesitant on that. I am going to go Pittman though. I'm going to go Cooper Kupp, and Michael Pittman.
All right.
So 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers to start.
I like that. We had a couple more tight ends off the board, Kev. So you're definitely not grabbing one of the top ranked tight ends. If I know you, you're going to be looking at Ferguson. Which I might just take him out of spite. I might just go on a tight end run myself here and just, really screw you. But all right. So running back.
Pitts before him.
I got to go wide out here. So, okay. The problem with not going wide out earlier, folks, is look who we're left with here. Zay Flowers, Tank Dell, George Pickens, T. Higgins, Amari Cooper. Not loving a lot of these dudes as my wide receiver 1. But this is what we're doing. We also need to look at running backs here because obviously you guys know I like the running backs. Mixon is questionable. I don't think that was anything newsworthy. I think that's why we didn't cover it. I'm a big Alvin Kamara guy this year. I think he's going to go off. When he came back last year, he had more solid games than duds. PPR league. I might get a little loco here. I got to get a wide receiver. So, like Zay Flowers. I like Zay Flowers this year.
Yeah,
but
you got to take one. You got to take one.
I feel like I like T. Higgins or Amari Cooper over Zay Flowers. I don't like any of these guys.
Well, I don't think either one of me or you did not have any of these guys in our top 15 wideouts.
So, yeah, a ton of wideouts went early. You guys can see the draft board. Yeah. Wideouts are in blue. I don't know that this would happen in a home league, but I mean, if it does, here we are. We need to figure these things out, right?
Gotta be flexible. Gotta be changed with the draft board.
I'm taking Amari Cooper, and I'm grabbing Alvin Kamara here.
Okay, so you got your 3 running backs.
So 2 running backs and a flex right now filled for me. I need a wide receiver. I need a quarterback. There goes another quarterback, 2 more tight ends. I mean, Kev, you're going to have to wait for your guy here. Yep. So who's Kevin working with here? Kevin's got Barkley, Taylor, Kupp, Pittman. I love that team. I love it. How are you going to balance it out, Kev? Talk to us, Goose.
So so quarterback wise, there's still, you got Joe Burrow, Dak Prescott, Kyler Murray, Jordan Love. I'd be okay with any of them 4. So I think I'm going to wait and risk it and see if I can get one to come back to me of them 4.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I throw Purdy in
Tight
there
end.
too.
Yeah, you're higher on Purdy than I am, but if I waited and got him, I'd be okay with it.
The rushing ladder. Don't forget the rushing ladder in the Super Bowl. He's going to be running the ball, man. I'm telling you.
That's going to haunt you. I am going to go tight end here. I'm going to go Evan Ingram.
Yeah. I think that's solid value. A bunch of went off the board. Is that pick 60? What was his ADP?
Yeah.
It had to have been around there, right?
Yeah, it was either him, Bowers, or Njoku. I'm not on the Bowers bandwagon. I got to see it. I just don't trust the quarterback situation in Vegas.
I'm surprised you didn't wait for Ferguson.
Yeah,
he's been
not
your darling.
Crazy about this group of wideouts right here, though.
Yeah, it gets thin pretty quick.
I am actually going to go. I'm going to go James Conner. I think I'm going to go with another running back. I'm going to go James
Conner.
Conner.
Flex position?
Yeah.
Wow, how about that for a running back run? There goes Burrow. Now we got some wide receivers. I like Zamir White. Oh, Calvin Ridley. That's a guy that I was going to target here. I like Calvin Ridley's situation. He's got the youth on his side versus DeAndre Hopkins. I desperately need wide receivers. I don't mind sitting here and waiting for Brock Purdy. I think he'll come all the way back to me. But Kyler and Jordan Love, those are two guys that I really like.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of Kyler Murray lately.
I need to grab a wide receiver. Chris Godwin, Terry McLaurin. Any word on Rashee Rice?
I heard today they seem to think there is honestly there might not even be a charge period on him.
Wow.
Let's go. If that happens, he's going to shoot up draft board. Yeah, you might be early on that.
Welcome to the team. We love to see it.
There's a lot of time between now and the season. He might hit another another traffic jam.
I love Romadunze. I just don't, I don't love the team he plays for. I like Chris Godwin. He's already got a built-in rapport with Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
Jaden Daniels thrown to Scary Terry. That's scary for me. I like Ladd McConkey. He's questionable here. What's up with that? Any idea?
I'm not sure.
Back on the practice field. Okay.
Yeah, he's good.
No news is good news. DeAndre Hopkins, I like too.
He's hurt. He's out. He's out like 4 weeks. 1. Yeah.
Several weeks. Yeah, thanks.
He's on that over the hill age though, man. He kind of worries me a little bit.
So I'm in between here where I can grab I can actually get a quarterback I want, not wait for Purdy, or I can get a better value wide receiver. And I think it's better value wide receiver because these quarterbacks, I mean, we talked about this before. After the top 5 or 6 quarterbacks, I think between like 6 and 12, there was like a 5-point disparity.
Yep. No, it was between the 6th rank and the 12th ranked. There was 1.5 point per game difference in them positions from 6 to 12 or 6 to 15, I think.
Yeah. So that being said, we got to go wide receiver here.
You going Terry?
Him or Chris Godwin, man.
I like tough. Both of them. I'd hit them both.
I can't. I already grabbed Rashee Rice.
Oh, okay. Yep. I think
Xavier Worthy. Obviously, I grabbed Rashee Rice, so I'm not grabbing him. But why is he going off the board so quickly? The dude can't even catch the ball.
Did you see him get ragged out at practice the other day when the pads came on?
Yeah, dude. How are you going to catch the ball? You can't even run your route.
Hey,
like what?
This ain't 7-on-7. This ain't 7-on-7.
Now let's go Terry McLaurin. I like the upside. Let's see what it looks like. Oop, there goes Prescott. some wide receivers. Nick Chubb. That's interesting. The dude has a bionic knee now. There goes Worthy. I would have liked McConkey for you there. Yeah. I'm big on Ladd McConkey this year.
So right now I got 3 running backs, 2 wideouts. I got my tight end. Let's see what quarterbacks are. So Murray sitting there for me.
I mean, that's your guy.
Yep. I'm hammering Murray. Lock him in. Let's see.
So Kyler, are you worried about Kyler Murray and James Conner both potentially in your starting
lineup? Yeah, that could be a little bit of a oversight on me, but
I think they'll be
oversight
fine. There, Kev. That's not great tracking.
It happens. No, I still think he's my flex. He's my flex. He'll be all right.
There you go. That's the spirit. So grab someone that might have to replace him.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that. Is Trey Benson is like I think he was fumbling a little fumbleitis the other day.
Is that right?
Fumbling the rock. He's still the number 2 guy right now, but
you got some good wide receivers in there. How about Deontay Johnson this year? How do you feel about him?
I haven't drafted a lot of him. I'm assuming he's going to be the number 1. Xavier Legette got hurt. Don't know how serious, but he's a little banged up.
Yeah, I saw the Legette injury. Deontay being the polished route runner, getting separation is something that Bryce Young desperately needs as a struggling quarterback. I also like Hollywood Brown. I think Mahomes is going to light him up this year.
You mean Marquise Brown?
Yep, my bad. He's not Hollywood anymore.
Yeah, you're not Hollywood. This ain't Oklahoma.
You're not Hollywood until you start playing.
You're not Hollywood. You got to play to be called Hollywood. You're Marquise. What your mama named you. I'm going to go.
What about the rookies here?
I'm looking at Keon Coleman. I'm looking at Brian Thomas.
Yep.
I could
no
wait.
Look, is that DeAndre Hopkins?
Nope, not even. No. I'm staying away from that.
JSN, Cortland Sutton.
I'm actually going to go a little ahead of maybe ADP here. I'm going to go Chase Brown at running back, completely off the board.
Chase Brown at running back.
Yep.
You drunk?
I'm done. I'm running backs. I got 4 running backs. I'm good.
That's like a negative pick, dude.
I don't like.
Look at these guys you passed up. Austin Eckler, Javonte Williams, Keon Coleman, Ferguson, Moss, Hopkins, Brown. Do you want Chase Brown?
Yep.
Okay.
Chase Brown's going to be the starter in a good offense.
Make me eat my words. All right. So 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, tight end. I'm looking around here. Sorry about those constant scrolling, guys. But what teams have quarterbacks? Team 3 does not have a quarterback yet. So if I'm grabbing my quarterback, Purdy, I'm grabbing him now. I'm just going to take it, get him out of the way.
Yeah, Team 3 is the only one that didn't have a quarterback.
Yep. Team 3 has 18 running backs, so you know. I don't know if they know the draft format or not. Okay. We're looking to add some depth here. Deontay Johnson, Brian Thomas. I like Jaylen Warren this year. Let's see. Brian Robinson's out there. We're looking for guys that are starting positional players on their team. Singletary, Brian Robinson. I know Eckler went before Brian Robinson. I don't know about that. How do you feel about that, Kev?
No, I'm taking Brian Robinson over Eckler. Brian Robinson's going to get the bulk of the rushing, the carries. Eckler will be catch some balls, but he's got to show it. He was terrible last year.
I think I need to add some more wide receiver depth here. It's noteworthy that Njoku is still just sitting here.
Who do you have, though? You got
I have Kelsey.
Yeah.
So a strategy that Kevin and I talked about that we both like is a double tight end. It's better tight end depth in the league than it has been over recent years. But I mean, your tight end goes down, you're in a 12-team league, a couple of guys double up, and now you're looking at slim pickings. So
there's no
I don't mind
options
having a
out there.
tight end on my bench. It will get frustrating throughout the season when your backup tight end is outperforming your starting tight end, but it does give you the option.
You can't bench Kelsey. Like, you're not going to bench Kelsey. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Man, I really want to go Deontay Johnson here. Yeah, I'm just gonna nab Deontay Johnson. So I want Purdy and Deontay Johnson. If Sleeper decides to make it happen for us.
Freezing up.
It's spinning right now. Run down your team for us, Kev.
We're good. Barkley, Taylor, Cooper Kupp, Pittman, Ingram at tight end, Connor is my flex, Murray at QB. So I've got my starting lineup. I got Chase Brown as my first bench player. So now I've got.
Look at these teams doubling up on quarterback like they're never going to get another one.
Yeah.
You know, like Team 6, I mean, they should have obviously drafted a running back in there somewhere. They can't start all these guys. Someone text Team 6. Let them know that they're losers.
Need to cut Team 6 off. They got 2 QBs and 1 running back. Cut them off.
Here's our most loyal fan, Rebecca, says, Taylor Swift's boyfriend. That is correct, my wife. That's my wife, everybody. Rebecca. I drafted Taylor Swift's boyfriend.
She's probably started a run because my wife's probably going to chime in the same thing here in a minute. But this is a Raider household and not a Swiftie household. So,
sorry, Beck.
Yep.
So who do you like here,
Kev? Looking at wideouts. I'm probably going to go double wideout here. I've already got, like I said, I've got 4 running backs, 2 wideouts. I'm going to go.
You got to go Cortland.
I almost went. Here. Yeah, I almost went Keon Coleman earlier, but I'm actually going to go Curtis Samuel here.
Let's go.
And get a little Bills
action.
Love
the Curtis Samuel pick.
Let's see who else we have here. It probably is going to be Sutton. Just doing one more look through here.
Yeah, I mean, are you not handcuffing any of your running backs right now, right?
No, I'm not.
Some intriguing guys sitting there, though.
I'm looking at either Sutton or Taj. No, I'm either Sutton or Tajay Spears right now, I think.
Dude, I think it's Pollard's year, man. Sutton is wide receiver 1 on that team. Tajay Spears in a timeshare with Tony Pollard. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think you have to go Sutton.
Yeah.
I hate that I'm helping you here, but after your Chase Brown pick, I almost feel like I need to.
No, I need no help in the mock draft. I know if there's any of my old school drafters here, they used to kill me about how many mock drafts I do every year going into ours.
So Fantasy Pros will literally – they'll give you a grade after your mock draft, and then it'll tell you how many you did, and it's almost depressing. I think I've done over 150 mock drafts.
Yeah, you just keep scrolling. Keep scrolling.
It'll send you a message. Hey, Jess, you have a mock draft today. How you feeling? Leave me alone, fantasy man. All right. So at this point, I'm looking for a little bit of running back depth. Bijan, Etienne, Kamara, like all 3 of them. Cooper, Rashee Rice, Terry McLaurin, Deontay Johnson. No true wide receiver 1 there. The argument with the Cooper, sure, maybe. But I went for it early. Obviously, we got Travis Kelce, PPR league. And I took Purdy because, he's going to run the damn ball. So Jerome Ford sitting just right here for the taking. Nick Chubb is not starting the season on the roster, guys. He's going to be on the PUP list. He has to be, right?
I would assume.
The dude had no knee. Like, what did they do? I don't understand. We need to get Dr. Vargo on. Dr. Vargo can literally give us an update on Nick Chubb. I'll make sure that I get with him. After you blow out your whole knee like that, though,
and that's not.
yeah, I'm
that's
going
the first
Jerome
time, right?
Ford. I'm going Jerome Ford. Are there any tight ends that we like here? Little tight end depth.
I like Pat Fryermuth as a second tight end.
Not right
That's your
here.
highest
Though.
ranked
I'm not
guy.
taking him here. Let me grab. I think I'm gonna just. Ooh, Blake Corum is interesting. I'm gonna grab Zach Charbonnet. I think they're gonna want to run the ball. I'll be right back. Hang on 1 second.
Charbonnet. Gotcha.
Talk us through your picks, Kev. What are you thinking?
All right, I got 4 running backs, 4 wide receivers. So now I'm just kind of, you're looking at a backup tight end, or probably
So
not a back.
Walk us through, walk the audience through, Kev, while you are not drafting any handcuffs to your running backs.
A lot of times they sit on your bench and basically take a spot and keep you from maybe picking up a hot waiver wire ad. So if let's say last year you had CMC and you had his backup, waiting for him to be nicked up or
Sure.
Whatever.
Elijah Mitchell or whoever it might be, just because.
And say you missed out.
Ensuring
on
that
picking,
pick is important, though.
It depends on how what your risk levels are, kind of as your strategy.
Okay.
You could be sitting on Elijah Mitchell all year and miss picking up the hot waiver wire guys. If you're fine with that, I hit the waiver wires a lot, so I just tend to stay away from the handcuffs. I've never specifically gotten like my guy got hurt and I had his backup and it hit.
Sure.
So
I'm fine with that. I'm going to try and grab my handcuff for my 1-1 pick in Bijan. I'm going to try and grab Algier if he makes it back to me next time around. We're also getting into the nitty-gritty here where teams are going to start drafting kickers and defenses probably around this range. In your home league, you might see a defense go in the 10, 11th, 12th round. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Last 2 picks for me. Last 2 picks. That's it. And actually, so these are my last 2 picks before I pick my defense and my kicker. So
right.
I don't have a backup quarterback and I don't have a second tight end. So I'm actually going to go with one of my sleepers, Ben Sinnott maybe, or Cade Otton.
Okay. I like that. Let's use the sleepers.
I'm going with Sinnott, my sleeper, and I'm going to go QB Trevor Lawrence with your third to last pick. I just feel like it's good value as a backup. Yeah. So I'm going to go Trevor.
I don't think a lot of teams are drafting 2 quarterbacks. I don't think that the way that this mock is set up, I don't think that a lot of teams are drafting 2 quarterbacks like this. Like there's 2 tight ends, 2 quarterbacks going. I don't know.
A lot of my home leagues, 2 quarterbacks tend to go.
Yeah.
So you got what? One pick here before your D and your kicker.
Yeah, I mean, I got my sleeper Joshua Palmer sitting here. Gonna be really hard. I just talked about wanting to take Tyler Algier. Oh, that sucks. I feel like I have the running back depth where if Bijan got hurt, am I starting Algier over Etienne, Kamara, Ford, or Charbonnet? Maybe Charbonnet, but that's really the only one.
Charbonnet, yeah.
I could use another good wide receiver. I'm taking Joshua Palmer. I know they got Ladd McConkey there, but we ain't scared of that. So now this is the thing, right? So at this turn, I have one more pick. Is there 15 rounds or 14?
It says 14. I think 14. Because we only did I think because we only did one flex, it's 14.
Okay. We had a surprise the other night drafting on here. There was a surprise 15th round that wasn't showing underneath here. So, okay. What is more beneficial to you, Kev? Are you drafted a defense first or a kicker first in this position?
I'm taking a defense.
Because it's defense and special teams, right?
Yep.
Depending on your league.
Yep. Most leagues are defense and special team. Now, if you have a team that you think with the new kickoff rule has maybe a better return guy, that's more in play now than it has been the last 3 or 4 years with the new rule change. So
that's
one
I also think we're already spending too much time on kickers and defense.
You're right. Pick one.
Yeah. I'm going with the kicker, dude. I'm going Justin Tucker.
Can't go wrong there.
What needs to be said. Let's see what defense falls to me. I'm big on Pittsburgh this year. I don't think they're going to make it all the way back to me here.
So San Fran went, the Jets went, kickers
Jets
went.
Defense. If the Jets offense can play, that Jets defense is going to look even better than it did last season.
Yep.
I'm not as high on the Niners.
Yeah. Let's see. Right now they got Dallas, Baltimore, Cleveland's the top 3 defenses on the board.
I love Cleveland there.
Pittsburgh. I like Pittsburgh too. Baltimore just always plays good team defense. I don't know if it always relates to fantasy scoring, but I'm wasting too much time here. I'm going Baltimore. And then I'm wasting even less time on this. I'm taking my only Raider. Carlson is my kicker. I'll probably drop him after 2 weeks and pick up another one. So
yeah, I mean, guys, don't get so hung up on these that you can't just go out and grab one. I mean, I also so you see that everyone's going kicker and defense in 13, 14, or the last couple of rounds of the draft.
Yep.
So if you love a kicker or defense so much, grab them in the 12th or 13th round where you have 2 more rounds after. Make the last pick of your draft your sleeper. If you love a defense or kicker, go up and get them because your sleeper is going to be sitting here. Yeah. I mean, look at how the board just panned out. I could have grabbed Palmer. No one was going to take Palmer here.
Yeah, you go look at the last position player picked was J.K. Dobbins in the 13th. Everything after that was kicker and defense.
Right. So Kansas City's defense, it's a no-go. I don't mind Detroit's defense. I like the guys that they drafted. The Bills' defense is there, so we're just going to take them. Go Bills. All right. That's the draft, guys. All right. Let's talk about it a little bit more, Kev. Tell me about your team. Tell me what you like and don't like and maybe where you made a mistake.
Well, we talked about it a little bit. I don't typically like to stack a running back and quarterback with Murray and James Conner. I would have maybe avoided that, but I'm okay with it. Conner's in my flex. I'm good with it. My first four picks, Taylor. You got Barkley and Taylor to start that draft. You can't ask for much more than that. You get two top 5 potential running backs. I'll take that every time.
Had one of them gone, higher. Are you taking Kyren Williams there?
Nope. I'm not on Kyren. That I would have been in a predicament right there because I don't like. I might have actually had to take Marvin Harrison right there.
Yeah.
Because I don't like Puka, don't like Kyren. I'm down on Devontae Adams. I had to take Harrison over Adams.
Drake London?
Olave maybe, but nope. I'm not as high on London either.
Okay.
It probably would have been Harrison. Yeah.
What don't you like on your team?
My 9th, 10th pick, I went Curtis Samuel and Sutton.
Mm-hmm.
I like Sutton because he's probably the number 1, but the quarterback play for Denver is just who knows what's going to happen. Is it going to be Bo Nix?
Zach Wilson?
Yeah, who knows? So, the picks that went after Sutton that I could have maybe taken, we talked about Spears. Gus Edwards was there.
Yeah. Zeke,
Jameson
Jerome Ford.
Williams,
Yeah.
But
I
no,
can see that.
overall, I like the my depth at running back, depth at wide receiver. I got a little upside with Chase Brown, second-year running back. I know you said it was a little early, but it might have been. But
Hey, if you like
when you're
someone, go and get them.
especially when you're picking at the end at 1 or 12, you got to kind of anticipate all the picks that are happening before it comes back to you. So
Exactly.
I wanted to be in on him, so I took him.
There you go.
All
And
right.
see, that's a
What
perfect
about you?
explanation. Hang on. We got a comment here. I think it might be the move in Dynasty Leagues to take a peek at Henry Ruggs.
who put that in there?
That's our loyal listener,
Oh,
Student666.
yeah.
How you feeling about Henry Ruggs? I mean, how is he going to go off this year or what?
He looks good in the orange jumpsuit. Maybe he's got that Color Rush Thursday. He's got going on.
Hey, no one to blame.
Hey, there's been multiple Raiders picks I've thrown my hat across the room in, and that was one of them before he was going 140 down the highway. So
savage. Yeah. All right, before I get into mine, listen up, sports bettors. Your favorite sports book, BetUS, back for the 30th year of sports action. They're offering up the industry-leading sign-up bonus of 125%, guys. We talked about this earlier. BetUS.com. They're offering up live action, player props, all the parlays you could dream of. They have an awesome race book from my buddy Slob Baffert. Unbeatable casino experience. My buddy Miguel is probably in there playing the slots as we speak. Look no further, guys. They got it all. Hit them up, betus.com. Use the promo code DUE, D-U-E, betus.com. Go check them out. We're also brought to you guys by Kayak Pools. Kayak is the hassle-free pool experience that empowers customers to turn their own backyard into a fun, relaxing family destination. Kayak Pools. Also a good time, guys. Go check out sonsoferie.com. They're updating the website right now, so some of the merch isn't on there. Our Duke Champions merch will be up again soon. Sick merch. They have a Duke Champions. Sons of Erie merch is awesome. Their hats are unbeatable. Check out their artwork. Artist formerly known as Otis. This guy is a genius, especially if you're in Bills Mafia. This guy is making some of the sickest artwork out there. He makes it in all different sizes, guys. Check out these prints. They're amazing. sonsoferie.com.
Yeah, and even if you're not on the Bills Mafia side, they got some pretty cool looking artwork on the website. So
yeah, he does more. Yeah, good point, Kev. He does a lot more than just Bill stuff too. I mean, the dude's a true artist in more ways than one, and we'll just leave it there. Okay, so my draft 1-1 Bijan Robinson. What's not to like? I love the upside in this kid. If it wasn't Bijan, it was going to be Brees. I'm taking both those guys over CMC this year. I love Tyreek Hill. I mean, he's going to get fed the ball. If the dude could stay on the field healthy, good chance this dude ends up 1, 2, or 3 in the league. Travis Kelce was sitting there for me. I'm at the 2-3 turn. I got 2 picks back to back. I thought it was a good chance to take him, not have to worry about tight end for the rest of the draft. And then I didn't, looking back on it, I guess I could have went Mike Evans, Nico Collins, Debo. I love Waddle this year. I could have went those guys, but I think ETN is going to outperform most of those guys, especially in PPR. So I just went with ETN. So that left me vulnerable wide receiver, as you guys can see here. I had to grab Cooper next. I think he has the most upside. I love his connection with Deshaun Watson. I'm sure they're grabbing massages after team practices together. I'm sure Deshaun's got them all hooked up. Alvin Kamara, once again, it's PPR, guys. Know your league. I mean, this guy's going to be catching the ball. Derek Carr, running like a scared bird in the backfield. I like what Kamara's upside is. Then I strengthened my wide receivers. Rashee Rice, him and Mahomes, they already have a rapport. We talked about how we like this connections with these quarterbacks and wide receivers. I then say that to take Terry McLaurin, right? purely upside on Terry McLaurin. The dude's a freak athlete. I don't know if Jaden Daniels is going to be the answer. I like his running upside, but I think Brian Thomas and Malik Neighbors did pretty well last year. I mean, if he has any type of that in his game in Washington, I think McLaurin's going to be the guy that benefits from it, right? I like Brock Purdy, so I grabbed Purdy next, and then it was just adding depth to my team, guys. Deontay Johnson should be a target hog here in Carolina. Jerome Ford is starting as RB1 on his team. I think Charbonnet is in more of a timeshare than people think in Seattle, and then Palmer is my sleeper. After that, it's kicker and defense. No gives a shit. So, yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
I tell you what, I think your Jerome Ford pick, I love starting running back in the 10th round. Like that's
crazy.
That's huge. They want to run the ball. They play good defense. He's going to get the touches.
Exactly. That's exactly right, Kev. That's a great point. Know your teams, guys, as well. Is your team going to be down by 3 scores and your running back that you drafted in the first or second round not going to be running the ball?
Yep.
Breece Hall was a beast last year. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Breece Hall was a beast last year because they were dumping it off to him 15 times a game. That's probably not going to happen this year. So,
any picks you did not like? Any picks you would want to have back? Maybe change it up.
The ETN pick is the one. I love Jalen Waddle this year. If I could go back, maybe Jalen Waddle. And then maybe instead of Cooper, grabbing Mixon was available. You can go Waddle, Cooper, and then I could have grabbed Kamara. I mean, that would have been a more well-rounded team probably, but I love my running back depth. I love the upside of my wide receivers here. I just think that this might be one of the best drafts in the history of drafts.
I figured you'd say that.
Yeah. We've done enough mock drafts to know that I'm going to love my team no matter what, man.
We mock draft for 3 hours yesterday, and
I loved every one. Come on.
I had to hang up the call. I had enough.
Oh, I love it. All right. Well, anything else noteworthy on this draft that we need to talk about, Kev?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. What do we get into next week?
Next week, show 3, we'll have some league leaders and stats. We'll do some, passing yard, who we think is going to lead the league in passing yards, rushing yards, receiving yards, hit some of them categories, NFL awards, coach of the year, player of the year, MVP, offensive rookie of the year, that kind of stuff. So we'll hit on that a little bit next week.
Love it. So, yeah, let's go.
All right.
Love it. Get into the gambling side.
Yep.
No, man. Good to be seen, Kev.
All right. Yep. No one to blame. Everybody have a good night.
See you guys.